And you really seeing me right now. Like, do you see me? Because I see me. I don't think nobody can miss this face and this personality. But the reason is, I do have that resting face in the morning because I'm not a morning person, but it has definitely been working against me and I had no idea. So let's talk. So I'm not a morning person, So when I get up, I really like to make an impact. So if I'm going to get up, I'm going to get up for a reason. Went to PT on Thursday. Out there shining like I normally do because, that's my sport. And I have a good time. So Officer PT, we play ultimate frisbee. And at the end, one of my bosses, they were like, hey, Captain Mac, you must be new. New? I've been to these things for the last 2 months. What you talking about? I've been out here balling last month, dunking on them. So how dare he ask me, am I new? So he was going around really shining, highlighting everybody who was new to the formation. And when he ran across me and asked me that question, I was appalled. I was annoyed because I really have been, striving to be a little more visible and just show up in the way that I should. Immediately when he asked me that question, I look over at a fellow captain who came in around the same time that I did. And I'm looking like, you hear him? Because, he knew I'm present. So I don't understand why he was missing in action. I just don't understand. Nevertheless, I let it go by. I answered him with it. No, sir, I've been here all the PT sessions. And I laughed and let it go. But in my head, I was like, what? I don't know. I got to be a little bit more witty when I'm responding to these types of questions because it always catches me by surprise. And I feel like my answer could be so much clever. And afterwards, I'm like, dang, I could have said that instead. But nah. I answered in a pretty generic fashion. His response to what I said was a little bit more of a like, dang, I should know that. But I don't think I looked at him long enough to really interpret how he received what I said. I pretty much was in my own head after that and looking to the right and left like, this guy. And he had already gone on to the next person. Like, okay, well, I know this person was here and I know that person was there. And I kept it deep down and I rode all the way home like, man, this is something else. This is a moment of self-awareness and really understanding that this is why I interact with different people and ask those questions because I did not know that although I have that excuse, I'm not a morning person, that I really probably am closed off to myself until I feel a little more open and willing to be energetic with other people. And that could be, having a negative effect on myself in terms of how people perceive me. I feel like the reason why he noticed me this PT session was because we have more of a direct interaction. So maybe in the future, if I can bring that same energy to other PT sessions, and it doesn't mean I go fishing for him like, oh my gosh, is he in here? Let me speak to him real quick, but just be a little more talkative in the morning because I'm not, so maybe that is a thing. I just kind of do me until I warm up until after, probably the end, and I'm like, oh, dunking on him. Maybe I need to be a little bit more vibrant in the morning, have a more direct interaction with some of my leadership so that they say, okay, this Captain Mac here, instead of just staying in my cocoon like I normally do until I'm awake. The moral of the story, or the key takeaway I took from this experience was the fact that, one, perception is reality, and really looking at it from the viewer's point of view, understanding that some of the things that you portray in the world may actually be somebody else's reality of you, and that may not be your direct intentions. So be mindful of that moving forward. This has been Mac's Perspective, bringing you a fresh point of view.